If you had a robot that really understood the 3D architecture of your house and knew where every object in that house was or was supposed to be and could recognize all those objects, I mean, that's kind of amazing, isn't it? Like the kind of thing that you could ask a robot to do would be what? Like tidy up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or
make dinner, I guess, mow the lawn.
Take a cup of tea to grandma and show her family pictures.
Exactly, take care of my grandmother and make sure, exactly.
I mean, it could recognize everyone in the home.
Yeah.
Could play catch with your kids.
Yes. I mean, obviously we need to be careful that this doesn't become a dystopian situation. I think one of the things that's going to be important is to have a localized ROM chip on the robot that cannot be updated over the air, where if you, for example, were to say stop, that would, if anyone said that, then the robot would stop, type of thing. And that's not updatable remotely. I think it's going to be important to have safety features like that.
Yeah. That sounds wise.
And I do think there should be a regulatory agency for AI. I've said this for many years. I don't love being regulated, but I think this is an important thing for public safety.
Let's come back to that. But I don't think many people have really sort of taken seriously the notion of, a robot at home. I mean, at the start of the computing revolution, Bill Gates said, there's going to be a computer in every home. And people at the time said, yeah, whatever. Right. Who would even want that?
Now we have a computer in our pocket.
Do you think there will be basically, like, in say 2050 or whatever, like a robot in most homes is what there will be, and people will
I think they probably
love
will.
them and count on them. You'll have your own butler, basically.
Yeah, you'll have your sort of buddy robot, probably. Yeah.
I mean, how much of a buddy? How many applications do you thought is there? Can you have a romantic partner, a sex partner?
I mean, it's probably inevitable. I mean, I did promise the internet that I'd make catgirls. We could make a robot catgirl. I mean,
be careful what you promise the internet.
I guess it'll be whatever people want, really. So.
What sort of timeline should we be thinking about of the first models that are actually made and sold?
Well, the first units that we tend to make are for jobs that are dangerous, boring, repetitive, and things that people don't want to do. And I think we'll have like an interesting prototype sometime this year. We might have something useful next year, but I think quite likely within at least 2 years. And then we'll see rapid growth year over year of the usefulness of the humanoid robots and decrease in cost and scaling up production.
Initially just selling to businesses, or when do you picture you'll start selling them where you can buy your parents one for Christmas or something?
I'd say less than 10 years. Yeah.
Help me on the economics of this. So what do you picture the cost of one of these being?
Well, I think the cost is actually not going to be crazy high. Like less than a car. Initially, things will be expensive because it'll be new technology at low production volume. The complexity and cost of a car is greater than that of a humanoid robot. So I would expect that it's going to be less than a car, or at least equivalent to a cheap car.
So even if it starts at 50K, within a few years it's down to 20K or lower or whatever. And maybe for home they'll get much cheaper still. But thinking about the economics of this, if you can replace a $30,000